Hey traders, John Hal here. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to have a market update time, Dow Jones, S&P and the Nasdaq. Before I start this video guys, anything I do say in this video is just educational only. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, so do not buy, sell or do anything based on this video. Only trade based on what you are happy with doing. So, first link in the description, guys. If you want some education from me, some coaching, and so on and so forth, all the links are in the description if you want to get my help personally. Let's get straight into this market update time. And one of the guys, the videos that I put up on the weekend, they're like, John, where's the excitement, hypey, Johnny? I'm excited. And I love what I do, but sometimes, guys, I'm not gonna be doing that crazy introduction. So anyway, I like to do that more on silver and gold. Do you know what? I'll save that for the silver and gold video. Let's go have a look at what the actual market is doing right now. So the Dow Jones. Let's have a look at the 3-month view very closely. The Dow Jones. What's the Dow Jones doing? We're getting very, 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 very tight here, aren't we? Very tight here. So we've got this market coming down, lower high, and then we also get this market coming up, right? Squeezing up into this triangle pattern, right? So we're squeezing up. And again, this lower high, sideways movement, I believe, I don't know this for sure, I believe we're likely to start getting this sort of action. We're going to break down. And when we break down, and if we do break down, that is, then I believe we're likely to start getting a close below. I believe the Dow Jones is actually telling us something that's going on. The Dow Jones is showing us more weakness than the other markets. Now, as you can see here from the actual daily chart as well too, guys, you can see what's happening here. We're just squeezing into a triangle pattern. This could easily continue this big upward trend, guys. That's the reason why I'm definitely not short in this market. That's correction. That's not right. I'm not short in the Dow Jones, right? Right now, I'm actually short a stock right now. Yeah, I'm actually personally short a stock right now. Meaning I've got put options on. But apart from that, I definitely wouldn't be short in the Dow Jones. Why? Because the trend's up. Don't be fighting that trend. So the Dow Jones, as you can see here, big triangle pattern. Big triangle pattern squeezing up. I believe we're likely to start getting this sort of action, like a big breakdown from here, and then from that, I believe we're likely to start moving forward from there. Make sense, guys? So I believe the Dow Jones is actually telling us something different there. If we go to the S&P though, you can see on the S&P we're sort of getting that sort of resistance level through there, but we could be getting very, very, very similar action to what the probably very similar action to the Dow Jones, as you can see, right? Like we got that resistance there. Probably, I'd say that's probably the resistance line through there somewhere. It's basically a sort of a strong triangle pattern through there, somewhere through there. And you can see this support. You got this resistance through here right now. And if you look at the S&P, it's really interesting, right? The S&P actually is giving, this is like a bit of a bull flag here, like a smallish bull flag. Got to run up. And then you got like this sort of maybe a bit of a pennant formation, a bit of a sideways action. So it really is interesting, right? You look at the S&P looks more bullish. Where if we did get a really nice, good breakout bar here, really nice, good, strong breakout bar from there, from this area here, moving forward straight away, and we've got a good volume spike through that, that would tell me that we're now likely to see the market continuing up from there. Because that's what the S&P is showing me. But the Dow Jones is weak, right? So we're getting conflicting signals. But I believe the Dow Jones is telling us something. Because the Dow Jones is weaker than the S&P, I believe the Dow Jones is telling us be alert. And that's why I'm telling you guys, just be alert. I definitely wouldn't be buying the Dow Jones right now. I definitely wouldn't be shorting the Dow Jones right now. That's the Dow Jones itself, right? Like I said before, like the different stocks are different stocks through there. And also looking at the Nasdaq once again is in a big triangle pattern once again, and this trend line goes way back from here. So this actually, once again, guys, this actually looks like this actually is looking very, very, very bullish on the Nasdaq. Why is that? Look at this here, very strong up bar, and then we just got this sort of like weak flag formation. So the Nasdaq actually looks quite strong. The S&P looks strong, but the Dow Jones is showing a lot more weakness there. So it'll be really interesting to see what actually happens through here, guys, whether we do break up or we actually can break back down. make sure you keep an eye on the Dow Jones, because if we start to break down early from the Dow Jones, that's going to drag the S&P and also the Nasdaq down as well. So looking at that there, guys, let me have a quick look at the other markets here. So we'll look at the IWM. The IWM, to me, is a lot weaker than all the other markets out there. As you can see with this trend line through here right now. As you can see that trend line through there, broken down, support, and now it's sort of resisted through there. So the IWM, which is, just from memory, what is that? That is, let me get a watermark on there. So the Russell 2000. That's the Russell 2000, and then the Russell 3000. Looks like we're getting like a pretty big sort of a pretty decent head and shoulder formation. Now let me show you this here, right? So if you look at this Russell 1000, we're getting this sort of like, this is the sort of like the neckline through here, as you can see. The neckline, it's not exact, but this is sort of like the neckline through there. If we bring up the, is it more evident on the, so we sort of got, you can see this trend line coming through here, right? So this is the, that'll be the trend line I'll be looking at, probably somewhere through there. That'll be the trend line I'll be looking at through there. And as you can see, the market's trending up. Now we did actually have right a bit of a trend line going through there, didn't we? So you can see, if I bring up my chart here, you can see what I'm doing right now, right? It had support here, support, and if you look what I'm doing here, support, now becoming resistance. So that'd be resistance there, but we also could be creating a head and shoulder formation here. So it's a leading head and shoulder. So we take this off here, that'll be the neckline there, and then it's almost a double top, but also could be a head and shoulder formation. Now what is that? We have this left shoulder here, we have this head formation up here, as you can see, and then we also have this potential being a right shoulder. Now we don't know whether it's going to be a right shoulder or not. This actually could turn into a flag and break up. But if this is, guys, if this is a head and shoulder, we start to break back down, and we definitely start to break below this neckline through here, then the projection for me, guys, the projection for this would be from the head down through to the neckline, which is sort of, in a nutshell, right? It's on an angle, but you've also got like a bit of a support, a straight support and resistance level there too, don't you? So somewhere probably, I'd say definitely, that's definitely through there. If we definitely get a breakthrough there, that'll be through there. So from down there to down there, then the projection would be, then the Russell ETF would actually get down to as low as, or my projection would be to get down to as low as the 138 level. This is the ETF here. So are we forming a big head and shoulder formation here? Because it looks like it's sort of rounding off through here. And if we do, we start to break down, that's where my projection level is. If we start to break up, then there's really no projection on the upside. But that's incorrect. If we do start to break up, you got this flag formation based on this here. So we break up, then we could actually, a target would be sort of 148.50. So there we go, guys. Bit of a market update time based on all the indices for you.